What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We all know the Minnesota Timberwolves went all in on that Gobert trade this previous offseason, and it's safe to say the season has not gone as planned for them. Currently 35 and 34 in the West in that 7 seed play-in tournament spot, and it's just not where they want to be at all. Injuries haven't helped this season with Cat missing so much time, but today we're going to jump into 2K. We're going to fix this Timberwolves. We're going to make this experiment work, and we're going to rebuild this team to contention. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one. Of course, subscribe if you are new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciated. I've set the bar high for myself this year. I'm hoping by the end of this year, we reach 50K subscribers. I don't know if we'll do it, but that is my goal, and I'm setting the bar high. So Minnesota. Like I said, it has not helped that Cat missed so much time. They only had really a short sample size of what Cat and Gobert looked like, and it didn't really work out too well. Maybe if you had a larger sample size, you could have definitely looked at it a little bit more and see if this worked or not. Maybe they sneak into the playoffs, and then we'll kind of figure out from there where it's going to go for this team. I'm not going to hesitate to trade one or the other if we cannot make it work today, though. So here's your rotation. Of course, you got Conley at the trade deadline when they traded away D'Angelo Russell. He went to the Lakers. So here's your rotation for the rest of the season. Conley, Edwards, McDaniels, Cat, Gobert, Naz Reid, Anderson, Noel, Nick Alexander-Walker. Honestly, I actually like this rotation quite a bit. It's not terrible whatsoever. I think there's a few things we can fix, but we're going, like I said, try to get this team contention. The main thing I'm looking at today is Cat and Gobert going to work in the 2K simulation. From what I've seen, it seems to work just fine, but if I'm controlling them, is it going to work? Or are we going to win a championship with these two at the helm? We shall see. I'm going to simulate the rest of the season. I will see you guys in the offseason where we're going to be looking to put our stamp on this team and try to fix things and get this team to a title. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a player props app that allows you to choose overs or unders on your favorite players that you enjoy watching each and every day. It is available on mobile or desktop, and this is how it looks. They give you the number, and you're going to choose over or under on it. They pretty much have every sport you can imagine, whether it's soccer, NFL, NHL. They have a ton of different options. So this is how it works. You choose between 2 to 6 players, 2 being 3 times your money, all the way up to 6 players, 25 times your money. Prize Picks has just elevated my watching experience to a whole new level. So if you want to sign up, I also have some of my entries as examples here. That way you can kind of see how it works. But if you want to sign up, links in the description. Use code Crushables. They match your deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. So at the end of the season, we finish up as a 10 seed in the Western Conference, going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. If we take a look at how the season ended player stats wise, Edwards with 25, 20 from Cat, and then 12 from Gobert. 11 from Conley, and then only 11 from McDaniels, 11 from Naz Reid, and then 10.5 from Joe Noel. So, do we get out of the play-in tournament? Let's see. We do beat the Clippers, so now we get to play the Lakers. So, I'm not really sure we're going to be able to knock out the Lakers. We shall see, and we lose. So, we are out of the playoffs. Don't even make it. So, we're not even able to see what Cat and Gobert would have looked like in the playoffs, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Let's simulate the playoffs and see who wins a championship. LA is about to upset the first seed, and they did. You have Golden State and Atlanta, and you got the Atlanta Hawks losing to the Warriors in 5 games. So another huge offseason ahead of us. Of course, like I told you earlier, Minnesota, they made that big trade, and now we got to look on how we can kind of maximize the trade that they made. So our pick is going to go to the Jazz. It's going to be very heartbreaking if that 10th pick jumps up to like number 1 or something crazy like that, and it jumped up to 3. You love to see it. So that pick from the Gobert trade jumps up to number 3 for the Utah Jazz. That is actually insane. So we don't have a draft pick, and we get to see the Jazz get number 3, jumping up from 10, which shout out to them. But we're going to fill out this coaching staff, and then we're going to be looking to make some changes this offseason. I think the main thing is upgrade that point guard spot. Conley's pretty solid, but he is older, and I don't really know how much he'll progress here in 2K, so I think it's safe to say we need to replace him with maybe a younger guy, which is what we plan on doing. I have a guy in mind that I think could be perfect, but I'm going to fill this out, and I'll see you guys after draft night, because we don't even have a draft pick. One thing that we do have are a couple of second-round picks, so I'm looking at Marcus Sasser here. I'm going to take him with my first second-round pick, and then Zach Edey's not too bad of an idea. We got Caleb Love as well, Jeremy Roach, Sal Wheeler, Jordan Walsh. I'm gonna take Zach Edey, I guess. We'll take Zach Edey with this selection, and that will be my draft. Victor goes to, so you got Scoot Henderson going to the Jazz, man. Shout out to the Jazz for getting that done. Sasser and Edey I'm gonna sign, and then player options. Conley's money I'm actually going to accept because I want to be able to use it in a trade. Prince I'm going to accept, and McLaughlin I'm going to accept. I'm gonna use all these salaries to make some trades this offseason. So as far as free agents are concerned and what we have to worry about, I'm gonna take a real quick look. Naz Reid, I want him back. Noel, and then it's honestly, I wouldn't mind all 3 of these guys back. So we're going to be looking at bringing all of them back. But There's a certain guy in mind that I want to bring to this Minnesota team to replace Mike Conley. He's going to be a little bit younger, and he might progress maybe even more, maybe just a little bit. But I think he'd be kind of perfect for what we could use right now. So that is going to be Orlando's guard, Markelle Fultz. That's who I want to add to this team. That is my first target. 81 overall, making $17 million, 15 points on 6 assists. Obviously, he has struggled with injuries in his career, but still only 25 years old. So if we could find a way to snag Markelle Fultz on this Minnesota team, I would absolutely love that. Of course, they have Suggs and also Cole Anthony. So, I mean, getting maybe even one of these guards would be ideal, but I'm primarily focused on trying to get Markelle Fultz from them if I can. So I'm going to be using Mike Conley's money in this trade to try to convince Orlando that this is a good idea. Of course, they need to be incentivized to accept this. There's no reason for them to really want Mike Conley, so he'd probably just be like a buyout candidate for them or something. So I got to include a couple of young players in here. So I'm going to be including Wendell Moore and Josh Minott or Sasser. I mean, Zach Edey. It really doesn't matter. I want to include a couple young guys here for them. That way they feel incentivized to even accept this trade. So I'll go maybe Josh Minott, and then I'll go like a couple seconds. And this is my package for Markelle Fultz. So 2 young players, 2 seconds for Markelle Fultz. That would be our upgrade to the point guard spot, and I would hope that Markelle Fultz can even progress even more. I think he'd be the perfect starter next to Anthony Edwards, so I love the addition of Fultz as our brand new point guard. Fits the timeline of the team, not too bad either. So love the idea of Fultz here in Minnesota. That is going to be our first move, and very much like that move. So now that we have Fultz at point guard, we're going to have McLaughlin, Sasser. You have no backup shooting guard. You have no backup small forward. We do have Anderson, Slow-Mo, who's been pretty damn good in Minnesota. And then we don't have a backup center, but that could be fixed with Naz Reid. So I'm going to re-sign all these guys. Naz Reid, I'm bringing back on a 4-year deal. I mean, eventually down the line, Naz Reid could be actually like a really good asset to make a trade as well. And then Nickeil Alexander-Walker is restricted, so I'll wait till after restricted free agency so I can get him back. And then all this money right here combined can maybe turn into another player down the line if we need to do that. So going to sign all of these guys, and we still have money to sign one more player as well. So what do we need the most? We got Fultz, Noel, McLaughlin. So Noel is our backup point guard. We got Alexander Walker right now as the backup 2. We don't really have a backup small forward, I guess, is what we're really looking at. So the small forwards that we could bring in, you have like Richardson, DiVincenzo, LeVert. You also got like a Kogi, who of course once upon a time played in Minnesota and has had a great season in Phoenix. So I don't know if you'd want to turn around and come right back to our team, but that could be fun. Lonnie Walker at 24 years old. Don't mind that either. He's also system fit. I'm going to give Lonnie Walker a deal. That's going to be 2 years over 10. And just like that, we have some money that we can use down the line to make some trades if we need to. So that's going to be my offseason for Minnesota. The big addition, Markelle Fultz. I don't know if he goes up in overall. I'm kind of hoping he does here. And let's see. And Fultz goes up 1. That's not too bad. Gobert's going down. Edwards up to an 87. McDaniels up to a 79. And Lonnie Walker up. Alexander Walker is up as well. Not to be confused with the Walkers we have here. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that offseason. So one thing I also want to do is I want to make Anthony Edwards that guy. I want him to take a bunch of shots this season. I want him to be the guy that, like, there's no bone about it. He is the guy we're running our offense through. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to boost his shot tendency. And then I'll probably boost McDaniel's shot tendency as well, because I want him to be like our third scorer if need be. Maybe Fultz could do that for us, but they want to start Lonnie Walker, which I disagree with. I would still want to start McDaniels. So I'm going to start McDaniels over Lonnie Walker. So I'm going to go with that. And then we'll have Anthony Edwards, like I said. I want to look at shot tendencies real quick. So tendencies, we have Edwards at 85. I'm pushing this up to a 96. I want him taking a bunch of shots. I'm going Cat 90. Let's go 90. Gobert is fine. Markelle Fultz actually at an 88. That's not too bad. I'm going to push McDaniels up to a 70. Something along the lines of that. I'm going to roll with that, and we're going to see how the season's going to go. Are we going to get better? Or are we going to go back to being in the play-in tournament? Proficiency, if we take a real quick look, we're going to be a 4-star, 7-second fit. So I like that. Let's simulate this season. If I do stop at the trade deadline, I'll show you guys. I don't plan on it. I'm hoping this team is just good right out of the gate, and we're going to be a top seed in this Western Conference. So Trae Young wins MVP for the Atlanta Hawks. Victor Wembanyama and Charlotte's Rookie of the Year. Jordan Poole is your 6th man in Golden State. Giannis Defensive Player. Garland Most Improved. And Quinn Snyder Coach of the Year in Atlanta. We need that kind of jump, man. We need Quinn Snyder to come coach us or something. I don't know what got in Atlanta in this game, but they are overpowered now. So I'm curious to see how Edwards did, but we got the 5th seed and we got a familiar foe with Memphis, so this should be fun. We go take a look at the player stats. It is good we're back in the playoffs. We had 24 from Edwards, only 20 from Karl-Anthony Towns and 7 rebounds, 18 from Markelle Fultz, so I love what we got out of him with 18 and 10. I will take that each and every day. McDaniels took a little bit of a jump. Lonnie Walker, and he got 12 from Naz Reid, 8 from Gobert, and then 6.5 from Noel, 6 from Kyle Anderson, Slow-Mo. So not too bad. We are going to see how these playoffs go for us. So we once upon a time obviously lost to this Memphis team. It was a pretty close series for the most part. Obviously, Minnesota blew a lot of leads here in that previous series, so hopefully we can not do that this time. We're going to go up 1-0. We win by 8, 34-9, but doesn't matter. Game 2, they even it up 110 to, or one, yeah, it was 110 or 116-96, I should say. They're going to go up 2-1. And now we even it up. So we're not done just yet. Let's go to Simcast because we are fighting for our playoff lives right now. And as we know, we need to make sure we advance because we went all in, man. Minnesota or Memphis hasn't really went all in just yet where there's a lot of pressure on them. Of course, just the talking that they do kind of puts pressure on them. But we have pressure because we made a move and it's not worked so far. 117 and 141. And now I got to force a game 7 if we want any chance of going to, the second round. So, again, they want to start Lonnie Walker. I disagree with it, but whatever. If 2K thinks that's better, we'll go for it. I'm going 8-man rotation here for this game 6. We need to win this one. We need a huge win here, so let's play 8 players. Back and forth game. Can we hang on to the lead this time? It's looking good, and we are going to beat them. 117 and 123, 37-9, 20 and 15 from Fultz. He's been honestly perfect. Not the best shooting from 3, but that's fine. Everything else he's been doing is working. So, Game 7, gonna be a big one in Memphis. Can we come out here and win this Game 7? This would be a huge win for us, but gonna be tough. They come out firing, scorching, and it's not looking good. We might be going home here unless we come back in this game, and we are going to lose 116 and 133 in Game 7 in the first round. Got to really start to look in the mirror and see what we need to do to get past the first round. Memphis was a tough outing, of course. Do I need to look at maybe trading Cat or Gobert this offseason? Is that something we should be paying attention to? Well, we shall find out. So I am looking at trading Rudy Gobert, and then it's going to be to the Brooklyn Nets. So basically, it's bad contract for bad contract, where we just think we can maybe get a little bit more out of Ben Simmons. The only thing I can think of here is Ben Simmons can play our power forward spot, and then Cat can move to center, and then Simmons can just kind of focus on playing defense, of course, and then we'll have a bunch of spacing around him. It's going to be interesting. I don't know how it's going to work, but we got eliminated in round 1, and we get Dorian Finney-Smith, which is also a really nice sweetener, who's another really good 3-and-D wing. So this is why we're making this trade. I really love the addition of Dorian Finney-Smith. So it's Gobert in a first for Simmons and Finney-Smith. So I'm doing this trade, and just like that, we have Ben Simmons now in Minnesota, which of course is kind of a, I don't know how it's going to work, but we're going to try to make it work. So I'm going to move in Cat back to center, and Simmons is going to be that power forward for us. And this is going to allow Simmons to kind of just be that defender. I don't know. We're just going to try to make it work, and I was glad we were able to get Dorian Finney-Smith as well. So that's just another wing here in Minnesota. We got a bunch of free agents to sign. I'm just going to try to exploit. We're just going away from the Gobert and Cat experiment. Moving Cat back to center, and then Gobert is now in Brooklyn. So it was bad contract for bad contract. So I'm going to re-sign everybody here. I think I'm going to re-sign Slow-Mo, re-sign Edwards. So it's just a matter of getting everybody back. Markelle Fultz, I'm going to try to bring him back as well. So we're going to renounce, or we're not going to renounce Kyle Anderson, because I do want Kyle Anderson back. I guess that would take us over the hard cap. So we got to renounce Kyle Anderson because we got Finney-Smith, I think. Unless, no, that doesn't do anything for us. So Markelle Fultz I'm bringing back, and then I'm going to bring back Edwards, of course, as well. And then McDaniels, we're going to bring him back. So something like that. And Edwards prepared. We're going to match it, of course. And then all we need to bring back is McDaniels, which I didn't mean to give him a 2-year deal, by the way. So we're getting to the point where we can't do it. Okay, I might have put myself in a very bad position. Okay, just kidding. We can get him. So McDaniels, and now we can get him, and we're literally up against a hard cap. So there's nothing else we can do, and we have our rotation. So we got Fultz, Noel. We also drafted Bronny James, by the way, with that 22nd pick that we had in the draft. So got that done. Edwards, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, McDaniels, Lonnie Walker, and then Ben Simmons and Finney-Smith. Cat and Naz Reid. So I'm hoping with Ben Simmons coming here that he'll just try to make things work. If not, he has one less year than Gobert did. He has no player option, which is also another thing that I have going for me. So we're going to work it. We're going to try to see if it works. If it does not work, I'll see you guys at the deadline with another big move, hopefully. Simmons only it doesn't move really at all, but we're relying on Cat and Edwards to kind of lead the way. We got some defense around Cat and Edwards. So that's a big thing. So we'll see how this next season goes with Gobert gone and Simmons at the fold. I was hoping Simmons would also move up a little bit if he moved to power forward, but looks like 2K has made it to where that doesn't happen anymore, which is fair enough, obviously. So we'll see how this goes. I'm definitely curious to see if this is going to work out for me. I had to make some type of move, I felt like. So here's rotation. They want to start Lonnie Walker, which I just totally disagree with. So let's just put Lonnie Walker on the bench. And then Simmons' contract might be used at the deadline. So that is kind of what we're going to be banking on. So If the Simmons thing doesn't work out, which it very well may not, and maybe I should have just given Gobert and Cat another chance, because we did push Memphis to 7. But it's Fultz, Edwards, McDaniels, Simmons, Cat, Naz Reid, Lonnie Walker, Jalen Noel, and Dorian Finney. Well, I'm going to go 9-man rotation. Dorian Finney-Smith. So, boom. We're going to simulate the season. Proficiency is 4-star, 7 seconds. We're going to see how this goes. We're going to see how it goes. Hopefully this goes well, and I don't regret what I just did, but we'll see what happens. So at the end of the season with Ben Simmons in Minnesota, we finished up as the 3rd seed in the West. So things seem to went pretty well for the most part. We had 27 from Edwards, 20 from Carly Towns, 17 from Fultz. Naz Reid with 12 from Jay McDaniels, and then 12 from Lonnie Walker. 10 from Ben Simmons, who averaged 6 assists and then 10.6 rebounds. The only reason why I took Ben Simmons on is, like I mentioned, his contract expires quicker than Gobert's. And of course, Cat's like one of the better centers to play next to Simmons with how much he spaces the floor. So it's 43%. So yeah, not too shabby. They even have Ben Simmons shooting 13% from 3. You love to see it. Up to an 80 overall. Probably don't plan on re-signing him once we get out of here. Unless we win a championship here, then it doesn't matter. So let's see what happens. Do get the 3rd seed. We get to play the Rockets, who have Kevin Porter Jr., Green, Kenyon Martin, Porzingis, Şengün, Miles Bridges, Jabari. So this is a very good Houston team. It's going to be really tough to beat them. I like what we have, but I don't know if we have enough. So game 1, they're up 1-0. Yeah, it's not looking good for us. Oh, we evened it up. I was about to say, they win game 1. Could see a sweep here. They're up 2-1. I thought they were going to be up 3-1. Can we win game 5? Yes, we can. Can we beat them in 6? Okay, we're on to the second round. We got out of the second round with Ben Simmons. Let's go. I will take it. And now we get to play Dallas. So Dallas, they were able to keep Kyrie Irving. They have Christian Wood, Jose Alvarado. Honestly, I feel like that Houston team was so much better, and we were able to beat them. So, of course, it's Luka and Kyrie, though, so it's not going to be easy. They're very top-heavy, but the rotation around them isn't the most scariest thing in the world. So I don't know if we'll be able to beat them and make it to the conference finals here. Go up 1-0, 25, 10, and 12, 29 and 7. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3, we're up 2-1. Can we go up 3-1? No. Game 5, big one. Can we win? No, we cannot. We're going to a game 6. Game 6 in Minnesota. Can we force a game 7 back to Dallas and beat them and make it to the conference finals, man? That would be crazy if we're able to do that. So, can we do it? Let's see what happens. It's a very close game. Can we hang on to the lead? I think we hanging on. Yeah, so we're going to force a game 7. 122, 136, 27, and 26. That's what I need out of Cat. All right, game 7. This one's in Dallas. Here we go. Big game here. Dorian Finney-Smith is on our team now, so he knows what Dallas is all about. He can clamp up Luka or Kyrie, and it's looking good. We're blowing them out so far. We're absolutely blowing them out. Let's go, man. Keep the lead. Keep the lead. Don't blow it. Don't blow it now, please. Okay, we're looking good. Boom. Going to the conference finals with Ben Simmons after getting Ben Simmons. That's crazy. I will take it 8, 6, and 11. And now we get to wait either Golden State or New Orleans. I mean, Golden State, I don't know who I'd rather play, honestly. So we get Golden State. It's the 8th seed. We get to play the 8th seed. We have Quickly, Wiggins. Okay. I mean, Warriors are never a team that are slouch. So I can't sit here and say, okay, they're the 8th seed. We're going to beat them because they've made a run here at this point. Hopefully they don't lose to an 8th seed, though. Game 1, up 1-0, 132 to 105, 37, 9, and 4, 31, 8, and 5. Game 2, up 2-0. Game 3, dude, are we going to do it to them? We're going to sweep the Warriors? Don't do this, bro. I'm out of here if we blow a 3-0 lead, I'm out of here. Like, legit. Like, no freaking way, 2K, we're doing this, right? No absolute way am I blowing a 3-0 lead after. There's just no way, man. This is one game away from the finals. We're about to blow a 3-0 lead. Please hang on to this lead. Please don't blow it. Please don't blow it. Please don't blow it. Oh, my goodness, bro. 27. We get to play the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young averaged 37 points per game in the conference finals. That is insane, man. Blowing a 3-0 lead would have been crazy. The Hawks have been super overpowered in 2K. I keep saying that. You guys know how it goes. So here we go. Game 1. We're up 1-0, though. 139 to 101. 44 and 9, 31. We need that from you every game, Cat. They evened it up, though. Game 3. We're going to lose to Atlanta, bro. Okay, hold on. We're not done just yet. Game 5. I might go 8-man rotation, actually. Let's go 8-man rotation. That way we have our 8 best players playing. We're literally 2 games away, man. 2 games away. We only got Atlanta in front of us. Let's go, man. Let's win Game 5, and we can go to a Game 6 in Minnesota. We can hoist a trophy in front of the home fans. Can we do it, though? Can we do it? It's looking good so far. Just don't blow the lead at the end, please. And we got it. Game 5 goes to us. 18 and 11. Game 6. Do we win it? Yes, we do. Let's go, baby. Who thought Ben Simmons' career was over? Not me. I got him in the trade. 28 and 9 from Carly Towns. beat the Hawks in 6 games. Edwards, Cat, Markelle Fultz, Nasri, McDaniels, Lonnie Walker, Ben Simmons, man. That is crazy. I thought for sure I messed up when I wasn't going to be able to resign McDaniels, but thankfully I was able to. But I'm in it there, boys. We end off on a championship for this Timberwolves squad. Gobert and Cat didn't work out for us. I mean, I probably could have given a little bit more time, but hey, Simmons worked out for us, and that's all that matters. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.